Hi, before you ever sit over a steaming pot of herbs because your favorite influencer recommended it, you need to hear this now. Most of the claims around vaginal steaming are not supported by science, and in most cases, it can put your reproductive health in serious jeopardy. On today's episode of MirasHealthHub, I'm breaking down how vaginal steaming works, what it actually does to the vagina, its effects on the reproductive organs, tackling those claims that says it tightens, cleanses, or balances your hormones, who should never steam. Yes, there are people that should never steam, and the real medical consequences of vaginal steaming. Vaginal steaming or Yoni steaming is a practice where a woman sits over a pot or squats over a pot or bowl of hot steaming water infused with herbs, woods, and spices. The steam rises upwards towards the vulva and the external vaginal opening, and supporters of this practice claims that it detoxifies the womb, balances hormones, shrinks fibroids, etc. But there is no physical, medical, or scientific evidence that any of the above mentioned has been cured by vaginal steaming, else there will be no need for surgical removal of fibroids. The vagina is a self-cleaning organ that's designed to regulate its own pH, flush out dead old cells, maintain protective bacteria, and create mucus that traps and removes impurities from the body. Steam doesn't reach inside the uterus, ovaries, or fallopian tubes because of how the female anatomy is. The cervix is a closed protective barrier and does not open up for steam, herbs, or vapors to pass through. So the idea that steam can detoxify the womb is anatomically impossible. And here is the kicker, ladies. The vagina doesn't need detoxing. Your liver, kidneys, colon, and your lungs handles waste expulsion from the body adequately. Inside the vagina, there is a carefully balanced community of bacteria, mostly the lactobacillus species. These bacteria keeps the vagina healthy by producing lactic acid, maintaining a balanced pH, preventing overgrowth of yeast bacteria, blocking harmful bacteria, and protecting you against STIs. When steam and herbs contact the vulva and vaginal entrance, they disturb the balance of this lactobacillus. Heat and moisture equals a perfect environment for pathogenic bacteria overgrowth, especially the likes of Candida albicans, Gardnerella vaginalis, and Trichomonas vaginalis. Does vaginal steaming tighten the vagina? Your short and simple answer is no. The tightening effects people feel after steaming is actually inflammation. What did I say? Inflammation, because steam temporarily causes swelling of tissues, and being that the female reproductive area is highly vascularized, there will be increased blood flow to that region. There will be mild irritation and edema of tissues. Now, this is how your body actually works in its actual sense. If there's a cut or burn to a particular part of your body, your blood vessels goes into defense mode to supply blood to that area to aid quick healing. Hence the swollen feeling, which can be mistaken for tightness. Vaginal steaming doesn't strengthen muscles, and it does not improve pelvic floor tone. True strengthening and tightening comes from strong pelvic floor muscles, Kegel exercises, and pelvic floor therapy. Steam cannot strengthen your muscles, only exercise can. So exercise your pelvic floor, ladies. The next question: does vaginal steaming balance hormones? No, else there will be no need for endocrinologists. Your hormones are regulated by your endocrine system. Steam has zero influence on hormonal production, feedback loops, or receptor sensitivity. Claims that steaming can regulate periods, balance estrogen, prevent PMS and PMDD, improve fertility, and shrink fibroids are all false and not backed by medical science. Instead, it can worsen conditions like endometriosis, fibroids, and chronic pelvic pain syndromes. This is where you want to pay attention. Dangers of vaginal steaming includes first and second degree burns. Steam can reach temperatures of over 100 degrees Celsius when sitting over a bowl or a pot. The vulva has thin, delicate skin that burns quite easily. There are multiple medical case reports of women suffering from blistering, severe redness, peeling, vulva burns, damage during sex, and long-term hyperpigmentation of the vulva. and these are mainly caused by the steaming activities. The second danger of steaming is vaginal microbiome depletion. Too much heat kills the beneficial lactobacilli, and this leads to bacterial vaginosis, yeast infection, recurrent discharge, offensive odor, and chronic discomfort. The third is pH disturbances. Your pH becomes alkaline after steaming, and yeast thrives in an alkaline environment. Hence the increase in itching, clumpy discharge, and burning sensation. The fourth on this list is allergic reactions to herbs. Yes, there are people that are actually allergic to herbs. Herbs like mugwort and wormwood can trigger contact dermatitis, chemical burns, hives, and swelling. The fifth on this list is increased risk of STI. Inflammation from steaming can increase susceptibility to herpes, HPV, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. The sixth negative effect of vaginal steaming includes worsening of gynecologic conditions like fibroids, adenomyosis, endometriosis, chronic pelvic pain, vulvodynia, Lichen sclerosis, and eczema around the vulva. No girl or woman or female should ever try steaming, and if you've done it before, I forgive you. Don't do it again, please. It ends now. Don't ever sit over any hot thing to steam your female genitalia. Your vagina is one of the most beautifully designed organs in the human body. You don't need to steam it, detox it, or shock it with herbs. What did I say? You don't need to shock your vaginal areas with herbs. If you ever want to love on your body, nurture it with proper hygiene, healthy hormones, safe sexual practices, a strong pelvic floor exercise, and evidence-based care. Steaming it would only disrupt your microbiome, thereby making you easily susceptible to infections. There is no scientific or medical evidence that supports vaginal steaming. Rather, it would worsen fibroids, bacterial vaginosis, yeast infection, endometriosis, adenomyosis, and etc. Avoid steaming in general. Let's learn to leave practices that cause more harm than good and embrace what truly supports female health. If you liked my video and you learned something, please give me a like, share it with any female you know that would benefit from this information, and subscribe to my channel for more medically accurate women's health content. I'm Mira, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.